All right. Well, now that we've started, Sam, no more slurs. I know it was crazy a few seconds ago, but let's try to reel it in.
Yeah, things are. You never know.
Dude,
Pop
I had
off with
to
one.
I had to show my wife that, dude. She loved that so much.
I genuinely hope we are making the same horrible joke like 50 episodes from now.
That's a year. What the hell?
Like, Sam might actually come to a point where he's like, I'm not racist, I swear. Like, please, everybody stop.
Whoa. Say slurs, not racist slurs.
Whoa, dude.
Oh,
Why'd you jump there? You said racist?
Dog, listen, okay? Like, in
You
East
can't-
Tennessee, when it's slurs, it's only racist slurs. Like, I don't know how to break it to you.
I
That's
love
just
the idea. I love the idea. He's like top 4. He hasn't been on stream all day, and like a calling, they're like, "We can't put you on." LSS heard you say too many slurs. We're gonna have to wait to the finals. You're actually shadow banned from the stream.
I would die if that happened.
Oh God, please no.
I'm gonna slip Ethan a 20 just to come up to you and tell you the next time you're 6-0, you can't be on stream because of that.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh man,
I might start saying slurs if that happens.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I love it. Sam's official crash out. We can mark the date, and like all I had to do was bribe Ethan. Oh,
You better watch
Oh.
out.
all
Dude,
right,
we got so much to talk about.
dude.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot on tonight's agenda, so let's jump in. Did anybody have an interesting week in Flesh and Blood?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah?
pretty fucking interesting. He dropped like 300 cards.
Do you all go to RTNs or like actually do anything, or like is it
Oh.
all just Compendium of Rathe stuff we're gonna talk about?
Ice Apocalypse
Dude,
ruined
yeah.
any kind of RTN plans. So
I couldn't leave my house for I have not left my house in like I think 11 days now.
That's-
I'm stuck.
It only started snowing like 4 days ago.
There was a huge ice storm here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We
11
had, like, 3
days
inches-
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, last
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
I haven't done anything. I'm
Bro.
starting to look homeless with this beard.
We actually
East
got
Coast.
like less than a half inch of snow like weekend before last, but this past weekend, like we just got like 8 inches of snow. Like I shoveled our driveway like 3 times over the weekend. It was crazy.
The snow we got the weekend before is just straight ice.
Yeah.
And it hasn't melted at all because it's been sub 30 all week. And so it
See,
snowed again this weekend.
ice is scarier to me than snow, like 100%.
Yeah.
It's awful.
So we got like 3 or 4 inches of ice, it feels like. And then we got like 2 inches of snow in the first week. And then this week we got, I think, 13 inches of snow, which we've never like, it was a jarring amount of snow. Like we woke up, it was snowing. We went to bed, it was snowing. And for the, like where we live, it was a jarring amount. So I've missed all my RTNs. I'm just going to hope my experience off my like 3 RTNs gets me down to Minneapolis. Maybe I don't want to go to Minneapolis and I'll just use that as an excuse. I think that's a good idea. Never mind.
I love it. Great answer. Great answer.
To go there? Oh.
So, Sam, did you qualify for Nats?
Yeah, I already qualified, so
Okay.
I'm good to go.
All right, so we need Taylor to get there off XP so that we can all go and hang out in Minneapolis. I don't know what there is to do in Minneapolis,
together.
but I'm sure we can. Yeah, no, I mean, well, you know, I was gonna take it a step further and say get shot, but you know, we won't get too political.
Okay,
Anyway.
hold on. I might have to put an editor's note for like 4 minutes and some seconds on that one, actually. That one might be a little...
I don't want to drag this podcast out the window or anything, but I mean...
You should 100% just edit it out and then leave in me saying that you should edit it out and like just never tell anybody what you edited out.
Just make that the cold opening. It's like, I don't remember.
Listen, we would learn a lot about our viewer base really fast, okay? Really fast. Anyway, yeah, Nationals is a little bit around the corner. I'm going to see you guys in Memphis, Montreal. Like, we're going to get to hang out multiple times before then, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I have yet to book anything to Montreal, but I need to do that because I think Jessa and Emma and Jesse and I are going to get a room or get like a BB and something, so that'll work out pretty well.
Oh, you guys can cuddle.
Oh, yeah,
I
Emma's a great
listen.
cuddler.
Yeah, Emma's messaged me multiple times, being like, "You're not bringing Carly, right?" And I'm like, "No, Carly's not coming, dog. Like, it's just me and you. Like, I don't know how Jesse fits into our puzzle here, but like, we'll figure it out, dog."
Yeah, me and Sam actually just booked our Airbnb. I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, we're staying with our wives. We got 2 bedrooms.
Oh, fun.
It's
Yeah.
You should have 100%
I
just
just
said,
wanted
"We're
to make
staying with
sure I
our
said-
wives. We got
Yeah,
one
yeah.
bedroom." Like, and stared into the camera, dog.
No pineapples here.
Oh, it's too good. So anyway, we've got a lot to cover. We should just jump in. Like, let's dive in. Compendium of Rathe. We've almost seen all of it at this point. We have like what? At the time of recording, we have like what, 2 more days, 3 more days of Majestic spoilers left, and that's it?
it's just Tuesday and Wednesday, so
Is it just 2
Yeah.
more days?
I
Okay.
believe so.
So by the time this released, almost all of the spoilers will have been out, or there will be some later that day, I guess.
Yeah, there will probably be like the 15 cards at the very end of the set that we'll see at the set release. We'll probably see like the revered equipment that they somehow skipped over, which is driving Thomas and my other buddies up the wall because they want to know if it's good for Pleiades.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Got to update that Metafy guy, son. You should have
Yeah.
seen me. I've already got Metafy pulled up, you know, now that we've got that one-handed hammer. Shield beater. We get to play
Dude.
Sledge and Ormegus. Victor is back, baby.
is that is that going to actively help Victor though?
I
I
think
don't-
so. In the Fatiguities matchup, yeah, because like all the matchups that we want Titan's Fist for, I would rather play Sledge in, but we need the shield for like clashing value. So having shield plus like mini Sledge is actually just insane. I think it's really good. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Taylor.
No, yeah.
I was just gonna say, you know, Sam wanted us to dive straight in, but we
Oh.
skipped over our sponsors. This is the Blame Sam episode, episode 20, part 9 or 8 or something like that.
Nine.
Blame Sam. Sam, tell everybody about our wonderful sponsors.
So this week we're brought to you by our wonderful sponsor for Blazing. So if you want to get a hand on all this numbers that are being crunched, the decks that are being built for Compendium, all the new stuff's out. You got to find out what cards are right for your deck. Head on over there. If you want to take notes on your games, you should check out our link in the description. Got our Codex journals, and now for the first time on the podcast, we're also brought to you by Hammurabi TCG. So if you want to
Heyo.
get cards to do all of this with, you go head over there.
Okay, that makes sense.
I love it. Perfect. We will make sure that we get you a link in the description to all of the Hammurabi TCG places that you can buy cards. I've already got a command set up in the stream, but we'll get some links. We'll get some links, some info going for you in the description, so you guys will have all that as well. Okay, now that Sam has officially not skipped over that, let's talk about Compendium of Rathe. Let's talk about. All right, I'm done, Sam. I'm done. I'll pick on Taylor the rest of the episode.
That's fine.
All right, take a little bit of heat off him. He gets it every time. It's fine.
So we talked momentarily about Shield Beater. And like I know that like this is like I might be the only person that cares about this card. But like
Yep.
can we just take a minute to talk about how impactful it
Yep.
is that we are getting a one-handed sledge basically? Like how crazy is that?
I can't believe out of every card in the set, that's the card that you're stuck on. Is this card?
You haven't even read the full text yet either. There's more text on that weapon.
Oh my god. Visit Ambelheim gets go again. Dude, like, listen. If I have to like eat crow because I said that Visit Ambelheim is a bad card, then I'm just gonna have to eat crow later, okay? Like, unless you are actually just like stalagmiting Syndra over and over and over again, card is just not good. Like I think Season Savior did have a buyout actually on
Sure did.
on TCG Player, but I it's below rate. It just doesn't add up. I don't know. Y'all think I'm
But
crazy?
you can block with your shield for 6 and then do it again. It's crazy.
Man, that's pretty busted.
I was literally getting ready to say, Taylor, please, some help here. And nope, that's pretty busted. All right, whatever.
I mean, for what it's worth, it is like another card that if someone says block 4 cards, let you draw up, it gives you something to do to like beat damage compression. It's not like the worst thing in the world. It's alright.
No, it's not terrible. But I think you described kind of my issue with it is that Flesh and Blood feels like a game of inches where we are constantly battling back and forth to fight for tempo. And there are not many hands where I'm going to draw Visit Ambelheim, and I would rather play that to reset as opposed to just like throwing a Spinal Crush at you or like throwing CNC or some like, big high impact card. But you are correct. It does have some like reset value there of like being able to like, oh, I have 4 cards and like full tempo here. I'll reset my shield and then I'll throw CNC. That's probably the ceiling of that, right? Is
Pretty
like,
much, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that or like the Fatiguity style deck, which is a lot more focused on just deck damage. They don't care if they just take a bunch of counters off of the shield and then swing Millers. They weren't going to do anything with those cards anyway, so I anticipate that being better for that deck. But it's also, if you're bringing in Mini Sledge, it's probably not a matchup that you care about doing that anyway. So it's kind of probably not functional.
I mean, most of those you're playing that matchup in, you're playing that matchup with Millers anyway already, right? Like I think in a lot of the matchups where you want the reset, like more than likely. Otherwise, you'd probably just rather have like actual Sledge in the Guardian mirror. I'm assuming. I mean,
Probably.
I don't know. It's interesting. Like I told somebody earlier, my response to them saying they want to play Visit and Valheim and Season Savior was, you'll probably win a Talishar tournament with that. I don't know that you'll ever win a Calling with that. Like,
Yeah.
When is your Talishar tournament? You just gave me an idea.
I'm trying to. So what I want to do for the next one is I want to do CC and Sage to help people prepare for Yokohama, and I want it to be like a few weeks before we get to Yokohama.
Doing a mixed format Talishar tournament.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting.
Whoop. Pro Tour Internet coming to you live.
That's right. Anyway, what cards are you guys excited about?
Oh god, so many.
Dude,
All
this
right.
is gonna go down a rabbit hole.
The very first card I was most excited about were all of these 0-cost Evos for Teklo. They actually like make boost Teklo feel playable, and then we tried playing that deck a bunch, and it still doesn't beat the really good decks, so I'm not happy about that. I was really excited to play a bunch of Teklo, and then we start queuing it up against decks that do arcane damage, or Fi, or Mario, and now we're like, but you get to put on the big Evos for 3 instead of 4, and that's cool.
So
I'm gonna stop my rant right now, so you have to talk in the middle of yours.
not bothering me at all.
I watched this for about 12 hours in the team chat, and I was whelmed. That's the best way to.
Yeah.
So
It's cool.
So Teklo Vossing gets all these cool upgrades, and he loses to decks that go fast and wide, which he previously lost to, and he loses to decks that play Shred, which he previously lost to.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sign me up.
the thing that like about this set that was really well executed is it rose the tide of a lot of like the shitter decks, the goober decks, up like 3 or 4%. But the top decks didn't really shift that much. I think Mario might have got 1 or 2 playable cards. Like I could see them playing the new Tome, which I mean I have to see it in action, but like I assume it's going to be powerful in some matches. It might not be powerful in anything. We don't know yet. I could see like blue. Was it the Discord card, the 1 for 2? You both put a card in your top of your deck into your arsenal, and you go again. I could see that be played in blue. Which I think are really powerful cards. I think the assassin cards are really Yuzuri favored or Huntsman favored. So they did a good job of kind of like whenever they're designing the set to guesstimate what heroes were going to be good and trying to avoid pushing them harder. and playing and helping a lot of the goober decks like Levia, Teklovasin. Vincent has a couple of cards, but I know people are like on suicide watch about them. Uh, Max had some cool cards. He has like Kiss of Wrench and I don't even Cerebellum, but for hyperdrivers, which I don't know if
Right,
that's
all
even
right.
playable.
Kiss of Wrench is not like it's not even anywhere near. It's head
Yeah.
jab of Wrench.
Yeah, but I'm just like, but it's just like the easiest. If I say Kiss of Wrench, you know exactly what the card says. You know
Well, because you
exactly
said it like
forbidden.
40 times.
Yeah, but it's easy to say. You just say you're like, oh yeah, I know what the card says and does. Uh, I do believe like a lot of the cards that we've seen for Warrior are actually like holo cards, which are like a lot of like the sharpen cards. I mean, they actively say sharpen. I know the card guys is was it 3 for 5, and it gets -1 on the resource for every counter. That's going to be a holo card. I don't see that being played in Dory. But then they also did get like probably the best block card ever printed. I mean, it's up there with Test of Iron Grip, which is what
Are you talking
Blunton.
about the yellow 2 block or whatever?
Yeah, that card's nuts.
Yes.
Card's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Card's
crazy
like
good.
actually insane.
You just play 3 in the sideboard, and if you play against Mario, you bring him in, and it just makes Mario sweat every time they swing dagger. The card's sick. Um, But no, like the set's been great. I like the way that they've really organized the set in a way that like I can see the archetypes, what they're trying to accomplish a lot for the Sage heroes. I can see a lot of like cards being shifted down from majestic to rare, but like powered down. Like if you look at like Loan Shark for the pirate heroes, they now have what break open the chest, which is
Yep.
the one card you reveal. Yeah, yeah, it's weak.
Ah,
It is a weaker Loan Shark. Yes, that's the point, sir.
Weaker is doing a lot of work here. That
I
shit
mean,
is awful.
I do think the biggest boon of any hero, and I know a lot of people say Levy or Teklo, Bolton cards look insane, and he can do some numbers now. I don't know if he's that good, but like, I know me and Sam and Zach, we were in the testing Discord. Was it Roaring Beam, which is the one where you make a courage, and if you have no cards in your soul, it goes back to your hand and you charge. That card has some sick turns.
Yeah, that card's
Uh,
way cooler than I originally thought.
yeah, and the 0 for 5 is really good too.
The coolest thing was when we figured out that that card could be played like a shit ton on turn 0, and you basically play Cast Bones on turn 0.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
sick.
lit.
Oh, Zach, were you in for that?
No, I missed that. I did
Okay.
talk about this card on stream, and I have to admit that on my stream, I was like, "Is this card even good? Like, this card
So-
seems okay." But
So-
like, then
Correct.
people started walking through it and telling me some of the things you could do with it, and I was like, "Okay, never mind. This card might be cooking."
Oh, it's cooking. We did it by accident because we kept like pressing the button, and we were like, "Wait, hold on a minute. We have 4 courage in the arsenal. How did this happen?" I don't know.
So what? So how are you making 4 courage with that card? Walk me through this.
Okay, so Roaring Beam, for anyone that's like listening on Spotify, is a yellow 0 cost light warrior attack reaction. Create a courage token. If there are no cards in your soul, return this to its owner's hand, then charge your soul. So what you can do is you can swing Bolton for 0. I mean, swing Raiden for 0. Then you play Roaring Beam. Since you have no soul, it goes back to your hand, and you charge a card. So you charge any card in your hand. So you charge it. You activate Bolton to give Raiden go again because it's going to get +3 because you charged. Then you get to play Roaring Beam again. It goes back to your hand and you charge again. And each time you do this, you make a courage. And you repeat this process until you have 3 courages, and then you arsenal a card.
But you start with no soul for the next turn, or 1 soul for the next turn,
Soul.
I guess.
One
Because you
soul.
technically have to keep doing
Yeah.
Bolton, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Bolton just a once, or no? It's just an attack reaction, right?
Yeah.
You
So
can do
you
it
could do
1,000 times.
So you're
Yeah.
just doing it on the same chain
Yeah.
to set up 3 courage tokens and a soul.
Yep. And an
Hmm.
arsenal card.
Okay.
And now, like, before, it like people would meme throw Raiden for 0. Now you can just throw Raiden for 0 and threaten 3 damage, like, every time you have a card.
Yeah.
So,
It
That's
is
sick.
funny to see that come full circle because there were a lot of turns where like a Raiden player would like just push Raiden forward and I would go, no blocks, ha 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 ha. And then like, we would like pass a turn or whatever. But now
Now you still declare no blocks and you take 3. Oh my god, isn't that insane?
Yeah, right? No, dude, I'm telling you, one crazy card at a time, Bolton's getting there.
Yeah. And then like the whole Earth package that we've seen throughout the spoiler season is really interesting because there's like a hero that we don't know yet. Almost like it looks like a Terra package, but almost not a Terra package, with a lot of +1/+1/+1, make 3 might stuff like that. So assuming it's going to be like a almost like a whole set about like doubling season, which is going to be the 3 cost from the set. While it's face up in any zone, it gets whenever it gains damage, it gets +1 of that. So there's a lot of archetypes that are being built out in the set that are future seeding for future sets.
I don't even know if it's future sets because I think we got a pretty huge hint. There's a ton of cards for the Hala and what seems to be the Sharpen archetype, and the first armory deck we're getting is Hala. There's a ton of support for Terra. There's what seems to be a lot of support for New Moon, Enigma New Moon, and for Blaze. So maybe the armory deck setup for this season is those 4 heroes coming out.
Amira would be pretty cool.
It would
I
be
think
cool, but
Amira.
like this equipment set screams New Moon. The Mystic cards being put back in, like they're great for Sage, sure, but
What
they
does
also
this
read
put?
pretty good for CC.
Do you ever think that this set was designed with when Blitz was like a thing, and then like the new Storm Striders were like a Blitz alternative to it, and then these were just better Blitz cards for New Moon? It has nothing to do with New Moon.
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
they would have set the set like that. But that's just my opinion. We'll never know.
I mean, we could just like simply ask, dear James White and Brian Gobley, what were you thinking when you designed this set? Thank you.
I don't anticipate they'd give an answer if any would be it wouldn't be a straight one.
Mind your business, Taylor. Like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I will say there was one card that you kind of skipped over when you were talking about Earth cards. The Earth card Sprouting Strength, I think is what it's called. The
New
red.
channel.
It's well, no, it's a 0 cost 2 block Earth action with Go Again that says your next attack gets +1, your next attack gets +1, your next attack gets
Oh.
+1. So it works really well with Doubling Season or whatever it's called. Is Doubling Season or is that a
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, that's the card.
Oh, it's
I mean,
doubling
by-
season, buddy.
yeah, that's
by
also
really well. It's
Yeah, yeah,
just
we know.
a
it's also a magic
2/6.
card, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway. I
Who
just
cares
like
about
that card also fits well into like a lot of like the like it's good in like Sage Briar. I think like maybe I'm crazy. It feels like it's an automatic replacement for something like Captain's Call or Nimbleism. If you're not playing Nimbleism cards, matter. Like it's an Earth 2 block 0 for 3. It's like if nothing else, it says your next attack. It's strictly better than
Yes.
Nimbleism. Like
Nimbleism, sure. When you said the first
Captain's
one,
Call?
oh god, Captain's Call. That I don't think so.
I cut Captain's Call for my Briar list testing for San Diego to see if it's better than Captain's Call because like the Sage format, and I know people are probably gonna like not like this, but it feels like it is just a race to 0 across like 3 turns in a lot of matchups. And so having cards that allow me to go extra aggressive, like that one more point over Captain's Call could matter. So it feels like it's
or you could completely brick and not have any Go Again because you have that card in your deck now. So it's like
sure.
I feel like the way you lose games as Briar is when you don't draw a functional Go Again hand.
So I believe I'm double checking as we speak right now. The woman on Sprout Strength is the same woman that is on Amplifying Arrow. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Is that the
That's-
if it would get buffs, it gets +1 or whatever? Like
Yeah,
extra?
I'm just saying. We might see an Earth Ranger by the end of the year.
That would be cool.
It makes perfect sense.
I hope that Volthaven trip that we're going on this year, hopefully, isn't Earth. But who knows? Maybe it is. I guess, or guys, maybe I don't hope that it isn't Earth. I hope that maybe it includes all 3 if it includes Earth. But let's not have another Rosetta where it's only 2 of them and one of them is Earth.
But you hope it's not like a primary Earth, like
Yeah.
reach back. Yeah. No, I mean, And if they're going to give us more Earth shit, I beg you, give us some freaking 3 blocks, dog. Give us some blue Earth 3 blocks. Like just.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You've seen where that's gone in CC. They keep
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
four inadvertents these cards.
Oh, check out this bark skin card I have, guys. Anyway, I'll block 17. Oh, Failure Crown from Arsenal. What?
While they're at it, they should just reprint Mirror Guy, but at rare. It's brilliant.
I'm
think you're onto
not
something,
saying
Sam.
they have to give us better Everbloom in life. I'm just saying some Earth 3 blocks would be cool, even if they suck.
Would you play a blue Earth 3 block if it was a titanium bauble?
Yeah. 100%.
I actually think you would.
Dog,
It doesn't
it's
get buffed.
Earth.
It wouldn't get buffed by embodiments.
I love that for y'all.
It had no text.
Y'all are so
wait,
block
it wouldn't get
peeled.
both by. No, dude,
Ugh.
it's not even about embodiments. It's decomposing. It's earth fusing. It blocks 3. Like if it is a blue 3 block earth card and it could be titanium bauble, I'm in. If you can pitch it and block with it, I don't care if it has no text. In fact, I dare you, Brian. Do it. When you release it, I'll play it at that next Pro Tour. Push me. Push the buttons.
So, I want to talk a little bit about how they're expanding the elements in the set. We just talked about Earth. They're expanding it in kind of like this +1/+1/+1 theme, creating multiple embodiments, multiple mites, like with the new tree. I think that the Crown of Everbloom is a fantastically designed card, very powerful. I'm excited to see that card more. I think that card's going to be a instant staple for the rest of the time in Earth as long as Crown Seeds is banned. But then we talk a little bit about Ice. And I know in our little team chat, there's a lot of dooming. You can say there's a lot of dooming in that chat with Ice. What are y'all's thoughts on the whole Ice kit that we
There's
have?
a lot of dooming on Icelander.
Dude, I like the kit because like I'm assuming Icelander's going to come back in the next 17 years. And instead of maybe giving your opponent a frostbite, you freeze something when you play a blue on their turn. And then the whole kit just makes sense. I mean, like
I mean, like I'm not sure like what you mean everybody's dooming. Like I assume you mean that like Ice is bad or that it's not
somebody
good
has not read chat in a while. That's okay.
Dog, like I just sorry, been busy actually. But I mean,
It's
I
too
just
busy for us now.
listen,
I
I have been
know.
busy today, okay? It has been one of those days today. But like I mean, if you're saying like dooming like all of the cards are bad, I don't necessarily think that all of the cards are bad. I think it introduces like this very new cool design. I guess maybe not new. We've seen like the frozen like text before on things, like from Cold Snap or whatever, and like other things like that. But like, I really like it. I think it's cool. You're introducing this new like this element to the game that is now no longer just like super free. Like the red Cold Snap or whatever that freezes 3 allies. That's super interesting. Is it like a win the game card? No, but it is like a buy you some breathing room to set up and do something with it kind of card. And so I don't know, like I maybe it's not that good, but from a thematic standpoint, I love what they're doing with it. I hope they stick with that, and I hope they stick with frostbites in exposed zones. I think that is a very cool thing to do.
But like this was brought up. It's like if you're playing Icelander and you're doing the exposed zone stuff, but your opponent brings in AB, what do you do? They're not gonna blow up their AB. What do you do? Like Guardian reveals AB6. How do you give him a frostbite? I don't know.
If Icelander cards that blow up equipment, dog, you're now
Holy
making the Wizards
You're giving a wizard
destroy Arcane Barrier.
Destroy your Arcane Bear. I would tilt.
I'm not saying it should be easy, but like it doesn't seem that crazy.
I don't know. I actually hate this idea. So I will show you on the flip side of this. You play Gravy versus Jarl, all right? And Jarl has the only mechanic in the game that can blow up your compass and delete your game plan. that doesn't feel good as like a gameplay mechanic. You know, I mean, no one feels good playing against Gravy, yada yada, whatever. But
Yeah, I was like, let me get out the world's smallest violin for you. I think chat's on my
Oh,
side.
I
People
was
in the
so
you-
sorry
comments.
you played Chom. Oh.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
if you take that experience and spread it to non-illusionists, people are gonna riot.
Good.
Mm.
Let them hate.
I mean, like, I get it. Like, letting Wizard blow up Arcane Barrier is probably not the funnest idea I've ever thrown out on the podcast. Like, I hear you. And, like, Taylor, it makes, like, sense that, like, you can't just go towards, like, giving Frostbite in, like, exposed zones or whatever. But I do think that the way they've moved the needle with Jarl, and now the way they're moving the needle with freezing equipment, freezing allies, like freezing items, things like that, I think that's good. Like, ice should be cool and should be powerful, but playing these disruptive ice element cards should also come at like a cost of not necessarily it doesn't happen right now.
I mean,
Okay.
I couldn't agree more that ice should be cool and it should be good. Let's bring it back. Ice
All right.
2026.
I think Sam just like pulled like a serious political move there and like cut off the end of what I said just to take the clip of what he wanted to hear, and I'm so here for it.
By the
Everybody
way,
loves ice. Everybody loves ice.
I love ice.
Yeah. Who doesn't like ice?
I mean, I don't get it in
Losers,
drinks,
that's
but
who.
like, I
So
mean, I
what
don't
I-
know. Blizzard's
what I'm
cool.
gonna do in editing, I'm gonna take what you both just said about loving ice. I'm gonna put that right next to shooting a man in Memphis, and this is gonna be a crazy episode.
Yo, we're either canceled or
shits.
it's by far. I mean,
Holy
like,
shit.
we'll have like 2,000 views within like an hour of this being out because somebody will be like, "You have to listen to the first 60 seconds of Breakpoints, dog."
On the podcast, holy!
Oh no 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 no!
Oh boy. Anyway, editor's note: Taylor can cut out both of those pieces now.
No, those are definitely staying now, buddy. We're
Oh, now
locked
they're
in.
full sending it. All right,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
here for it.
Boy, oh boy!
Just because y'all like it, can't let that happen.
Oh man. Anyway.
Oh man! I mean, like all of these new ice cards, they look cool. I'm concerned that they're actually going to be cool to resolve because a lot of these are like 2-step plans, and if you don't draw the second step, it's going to feel terrible. So I don't know. There are blue ice 3 blocks being added to the pool, which makes like Ice Jarl more and more real as it goes. I think it's kind of helpful.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like that and some of the channels are pretty cool. Like the channel that freezes stuff and like there's the one that like they like it like one freezes an item, an ally or something like that, and one of them does something else. I can't remember, but like I don't know, they're cool. Like I don't know, I like the new design. I think it's fun and thematic.
I think the equipment one is also really interesting. Like you're playing, I mean, your Ice Jarl against Syndra, it's already kind of a buy. But if you're playing against Syndra, you get a little bit of space. You play out the ice freeze your flick knives. Like you can't
Mhm.
activate them next turn. That's pretty
Yep.
cracked. That's pretty good.
Yep, I agree.
That stuff's cool.
Buys you some extra breathing room is fun. All right, Taylor's already yawning. We got to move on from
No,
ice
no.
elements here. We got to move on to something
That's
more
just
fun.
Doesn't have a
So
wizard
anyway-
attached to it. He hates it.
So anyway, the Command and Conquer Harpoon, Taylor, tell me about that.
It's good. That's all I got,
Holy
buddy.
shit, that's crazy analysis.
I like.
This
I
is the
don't.
high level.
I mean, you got to buy the
assessments that you
Metafy
show
for
up
the higher level stuff.
No, It's like, in theory, it's now your best CNC target if they don't have an arsenal. But like,
Codex, you mean, right?
yeah, sorry, yeah. It's your best codex target if they don't have an arsenal and you get to force one in there. But it's like, it's a yellow, so you're going to be incentivized to pitch it for second cycle, which just makes it a lot worse. It's a good card. It makes gold to tip better. But like, it's not enough to swing any needles. Like, I'm not putting it in my deck and I'm like, I'm favored in this matchup now. It's just a good consistency piece where when I'm on turns like 1 or 2 and I can find it early, it's great. If I don't, it's fine drawing it late. What I'm more excited about, which will not be out at the time of this podcast, because it comes out tomorrow, are some of the pirate equipments and pirate M's and Ranger M's. Those are like probably what I'm hoping, just to see 2 Marlins on 2 of the cards. That's what I want. Just like give me 2 Marlins. I don't care what they do. I just want to see some art.
I know you're pulling for the Marlin cards, but I swear to God, if there isn't like extreme gravy sauce in these cards, that deck's like unplayable right now.
Good.
It's
Good.
like
Good.
And I'm just over here like puffin, yay, mechanologist.
Oh, check out my
dude.
one card.
They already printed so many puffin cards that just say pirate on the bottom, so it's already cooked.
Yeah.
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 Line up the load. If that card was a mech card, oh my
Dude.
god.
Dude.
We'd be cooking.
So that is one of the interesting like things when it comes to like these sets and designs. It makes me wonder, did they test cards like that as mechanologists? And then later they were like, no, this is too powerful. We have to make this for all pirates or something.
Buddy, I promise you something. They've never tested a puffin card and was like, that's too powerful. That hasn't happened.
What if like in testing, like Dovetail was 4 times a turn or something? Like just like absolutely bananas.
That's what I'm
That'd be
talking
sweet.
about.
That'd be sweet.
I would have some stuff like that.
I love the idea that they like. I would love to like they release a set and then they released the set from like 6 months ago that like just like the test files. I think that'd be awesome to look at.
It would be
how
cool.
bad it could have been, boys.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, oh, that said what? Why did they do that?
Respect today.
That would be an awesome thing to do for the people that play the game. And it would also be really cool from a content perspective. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, because like you allow like your content creators to like sit and like talk with communities and react about like what could have been. Like I would have loved to have been live when the Dev Touch article or like Dev Talk or whatever it was for Test of Iron Grip came out and how that was going to be like a 5 power 3 block attack action at first. Like that kind of stuff. Like I think them doing stuff like that and like letting us go through and peruse it. Like what a fun podcast episode it would be for us to look at what could have been. I don't know. Like I think that would be really cool.
That would be cool. 100%.
That and you'd also get to see like what kind of cards they're kind of scared of making and how they slowly evolve throughout the process of like, hey, we can't print that. We can print this though, but we can't print that. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Well-
in the same vein of like how they gave the notes on how Arachne came to have its hero ability, or
Yeah.
it used to be like completely different. Those articles are always super cool. I love reading those.
100%.
I am genuinely curious. As of right now, with I think we're only missing like 35 cards. Before we start jumping into topics again, what are y'all's favorite cards in the set right now? Just one card. What's your favorite card?
One card that's my favorite card?
Yeah, I'll start.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you guys think? There's a card in the set that is so silly and ridiculous, and if I had it at Worlds last year, I would have registered Lexi. There's a card called Rainbow Goo Trap. This is
It's awesome.
This is my
Sick.
favorite card in the set. It is so silly. It is fantastic. It's for anyone that is wondering. It's a 0 cost Ranger defense reaction trap. When this defends an attack with greater power than its base, dominate and go again, the attack gets -2, loses and can't gain abilities. To me, this card is so silly and it's targeting one deck in one meta, and it just does one thing. And I love this card to death. I think this card is so funny. The artwork is hilarious. It's some dude getting eat up by rainbow goo while Starvo watches him die. He's just like, okay, that sucks. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic card. It's almost like an unset card. If you've ever played Magic, it almost reminds me of like an uncard where it's like a silly card they could have made, but they didn't. But this one's just like, nah, just throw it in there. It'd be funny.
I like that.
I mean, they do say they want to go back to LL eventually, and that feels like a good card to have exist in LL right now.
Dude, every hero has so much hate towards it. It's so like ridiculous. Like when LL comes along now, because like I'm gonna be playing LL, and my opponent's gonna be like Pleiades, and I'm just gonna be like on Marlin, and I'm just gonna start screaming. Oh, you can't draw cards this turn. I'm like, I want to say a slur so bad. Oh,
That card is great. That's not a card we talked about yet, but there's a new Aura action card that says if you have lower life than your opponent, you can go ahead and play this at instant speed, and they cannot draw cards this turn. So if you're playing against a Brute and you're on lower life, you're playing against Marlin, for example. Any deck that likes to draw cards. Gravy Bones activation, slam this bitch down. Not drawing a
first
card today.
first time this happens on stream against a KO, chat's gonna go wild. Oh, nice. 1 card -7, buddy. Pass
Be
turn.
crazy. Yeah, it's like I wonder if like is it part is it gonna like skew the metagame to the point where like KO takes Blood Rush out when they play against Pleiades?
No, because that's
Like
the
you
same thought
can't.
process against like Valda when I'm playing Marlin. They're like, "Oh, do you cut 3 oak because it makes her 3 surges?" I'm like, "No, just try to take the card from my hand to kill you."
Three surges is not the same as
Yeah,
discard 2 cards.
well, it kind of is because I don't have equipment and she automatically gets dominate, so she's gonna beat my face in next turn. It's essentially the same thing. It's just in the future. Okay, so what are y'all's favorite cards? I need to hear. Is it Haboob?
That's it's not my favorite card. My favorite card is Shimmering Spectre. I can't quite tell how good this card is even yet. It's just really interesting and kind of fun to play with, and is maybe like try out a bunch of new archetypes. This is a 3-cost, 6-power illusionist attack action that blocks for 2. It says while this is attacking or defending, when this leaves the arena, create a spectral shield token. It also has a Mirage on it. When this is defending a non-illusionist attack for 6 or more power, destroy this. It's got a little bit of a liability on it. But it's kind of sick that you get to essentially make an extra Spectral Shield at the end of the combat chain or when you swing this as an attack. And it comes in rainbow, so I've been doing a lot of like fun things. Like I'm trying to see if this makes Iris a good sort of card to play in Enigma. Try some different archetypes, which is also why, like, if they're releasing New Moon, this card goes crazy in New Moon. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do. So it's a very interesting card. I had a lot of fun with it so far.
So my favorite card, it feels like a very cheap answer to say my spoiler card. So I'm gonna pick something else because obviously, like
Good move.
I do like the spoiler card. My favorite card that I've seen so far is called Ion Charged. This is a yellow 0-cost lightning instant. It's a rare. Until end of turn, lightning and elemental attacks get +1 while they have go again. Now, this is really interesting because this is kind of like Rake over the coals, but it seems like it's for Aurora. And I'm curious to know, does this make Aurora good enough to play in Sage? Like having like a 0-cost Art of War, is that good enough? Because you need like a, I don't know, like a Fry, you need like an Entwine Lightning, you need a blue to be able to throw Starfall with, because it buffs Starfall as well. It says attacks, not attack actions. And then you could make an embodiment for something else, like a 0 for 3 or something like that, or a Arcanic Shockwave, I guess. Like you have multiple options. So I don't know. This card seems pretty cool to me, as like something you could actually set up and like have 5-card hands with, where you have power turns.
That's cool. I'm not super sure if Aurora is ever going to be better than Briar. Is a sad reality I have.
That is probably just true. Like it's
We're
it's the
gonna.
same world
She's
as
gonna be taken
LL.
out back soon. I promise.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but that'll be after Yokohama.
right. It will
I tell
definitely
you
not
what.
be before San Diego in 2 weeks, and I have to figure out what to play in
Actually,
San Diego in 2 weeks.
Emergency BNR. Emergency BNR.
I tell you what, the very first thing I'm voting for is 3 fucking Rune Blades.
Fuck you, Vincent. I'm sorry.
I just get this class out of the game. I'm sick of this shit.
Anyway, guys, I've been trying to brew Enigma, and I've just been having this one really hard matchup.
I mean,
I think for Aurora, Ion Charge is great, but that Sigil is insane.
It's very good.
That card is like, I'm like, holy. Because when I first saw it, I thought it was an Ocilio card. And I was like, well, Ocilio's now broken. And then, like, someone else called me later. They're like, oh, the Room Blade one? I was like, what? I was like, it looks like an Ocilio card. I thought it was Ocilio.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's Aurora's card. And I was like, I had to reread it now, like, with that context. And I'm like, yeah, it's good.
It says Volzar in the name, right? It's a sigil Volzar
It says
or
Volt.
something.
I was
Is
like,
it
okay.
Volt? Okay.
Like Voltaris or something like that.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, like, but it's really cool because it makes me want to brew with that and Blast to Oblivion and in Silver Age to see like how good that could be. It honestly feels like it's more of a setup to include Blast to Oblivion in Aurora 2 when she comes out, you know, like whenever that is this summer. But if there's a world where like we can make Blast to Oblivion work with, you know, Aurora creating embodiments like on demand pretty much, there's some pretty cool stuff you could do there, I think. Like, is it, you know, like mind warping people like Cilio does? No. But like, it's cool. It seems solid.
Oh, I love it.
And then we lose to Briar in the race anyway. So cool.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise you. Can you tell me what deck you're locking in for Yokohama in 2 months and like 4 days from now?
Okay. I want you to guess how many times I have been asked that question pre Compendium of Rathe, what the 2 decks I'm playing at Pro Tour Yokohama are. And I know the number. So
There's no way anyone ever asked you that like with like a dead serious face.
go ahead.
Twice.
Keep going.
I can't go any higher because I'm
The
just like,
numbers do not fit on one hand.
8 times.
6 times. 6 times. And if you are listening to this and you are one of those people, I do not mean this disrespectfully.
He means it very
But
disrespectful.
you have asked me what I am playing at a Pro Tour 3 months before we get to the Pro Tour with BNRs
BNR.
coming out and with a new set coming out we have not seen. Like,
I just need you to lock in, Zach. Okay,
dude. Like I'm telling you, when people ask me this, I'm like, dog, I'm not testing enough. I need to lock in my decks earlier. Clearly, like.
You get really good at a deck. It's that simple. You know, you just hope you get lucky with what you picked. It's that easy.
That's what happened with Aurora. It wasn't like I was like, oh, this is going to be the best deck ever. I was like, oh, me like Lightning Lady, so I'll play Aurora. Like, that was what happened.
Boy, it could have been Lyeth.
he's locking in life is what I just heard.
I was actually talking about the intervention earlier. Somebody told me that while we were recording the podcast, I should leave my stream on, but mute you all. So they could just hear my audio and not what you all were saying back. And so when they watched it on Wednesday, they could hear all of it. And I was like, listen, last time we had a live podcast, there was an intervention about my world's deck. So no, thank you, though.
You know what?
We still haven't seen that weapon, right?
It doesn't exist. I've already like looked at the math. It doesn't exist.
I mean,
James lied to us.
If it does, it's a rare, right? If like it's in the middle, so like it's not a majestic.
Well, if it's a rare, we've seen it.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
So wait,
there can be.
what else is coming out then in Guardian? Like
nothing. We have like one in deck. I believe we have one in deck card.
Oh, you mean like? Wait, which Guardian is it? Flavo? Is Flavo the Guardian we have?
I'm so confuzzled about what you're talking about, sir.
I don't know what you're asking. Either.
You're saying in deck. You mean in the like in the pre-con deck, right?
No, I meant like a card that goes inside of your deck.
Not an equipment is what he's trying to say.
Not equipment card.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, either way, we have a Guardian card we have not seen yet, correct?
Correct. It is a in your deck majestic.
And there is a revered equipment.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think
it's funny.
Guardians.
Could we have like all these other cards? But I think I've heard more people ask about the revered equipment more than any other card. Just because of Pleiades. They're like, I wonder if Pleiades could play it, please.
I didn't even know there was a revered equipment we were missing. I have to tell you, my brain, and I don't know if you guys have had this at all, my brain has been on overload from all these spoilers. Like getting all of these spoilers has been a lot of fun, but it's been very overwhelming. My brain has not been able to process, oh, this looks good here, this looks good here. And I'm more leaning on advice from other people when it comes to a lot of things. I will say the one exception of that was Shield Beater. I immediately saw 1H and I was like, hell yeah, we're cooking, dog. We're cooking.
I think there's a solution to that problem that we all kind of face. This is a lot of information to take in all at once. Maybe if, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, they started spoiling cards one day at a time, and then
Damn.
things wouldn't get leaked.
Wait, hold on. Write
Sam.
that down. Write that down. Wait. There were leaks? No.
You ask too much, Sam.
in my card
you
game?
ask too much, Sam.
It is what it is. This is the spoiler season they like to run, so.
Oh, big news, by the way. And most people haven't thought about this. There's still a Majestic generic equipment and a Majestic in the deck generic. It's a big deal.
That we have not seen yet?
Yeah,
It's just another shelter from the Storm slot.
that'd be awesome.
That would be
We
hilarious.
printed at
actually.
Legendary and Majestic, but this one's like handwritten, and it's like it looks awful. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever remember the Magic Secret Lair where they had kids draw it, but it looks like
Yeah.
that, and it's like here's your Majestic version of CNC, and it's just a kid with like a little drawing like a little stick finger with like pointing at somebody.
Perfect.
I love it.
Absolute cinema.
I would have 3 of that Command & Conquer.
LSS, hire me. So, we've seen everything now. What talent or class got snubbed the hardest, and you cannot say Gravy Bones or Wizard? I want to specify that one because
Okay, alright, well, I was about to say there's 2 answers here, and,
I know, but those are like the generic ones. But there's got to be like, from your opinion, outside of the grave, because like I'm pretty sure what happened is that there's a lot of hate printed these because they heard that people hate losing to Kano and they hate losing to board state decks. So they're like, okay, we'll just make them dog shit. Let's change some rules around. We'll have some fun. But outside of that, what talent or class do you think got snubbed the hardest?
Like,
in general, it's probably Brute, right?
Root? Okay.
Like, generic Brute, there were, like, a couple of cards that were released that were, like, borderline good, but they are, like, very specific archetype cards, so I think, like, in general, as the Brute class, they all got, like, one thing, but none of them can share each other's things. So it's not like there's a lot there that's being upgraded. Yeah, I think it would just be Brute really only got one thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm like on the outside here, but like the Ranger card seemed kind of mid.
Okay. We cannot talk about Ranger yet because we are still missing 3 cards from it. And I'm coping that they're just the best 3 cards in the set and Marlin's broken. And then we are just team Marlin for Montreal.
I don't know. Like the assassin stuff was pretty good. Like, we got some really cool, neat like assassin cards that I thought were good. All the
So
illusions.
Infiltrate.
What?
We got the new Codex of Infiltrate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I know you said I can't say wizard, but like a lot of the wizard stuff seems pretty mediocre to like.
It's pretty shit.
Well,
like considering all the hate we got.
The wizard cards are for the future. The wizard cards, if you took them out and you put them in Dynasty, they would fit perfectly in Dynasty, which
I
is
have
always
an
future.
answer.
What?
It's pirate, and I'm not gonna say Gravy Bones. I'm gonna say pirate as a whole, because if you've read some of those pirate cards, like I don't think those pirate cards are very good.
Oh, they're ass. They're just straight.
It's
ass.
literally like worse Jittery Bones. It just sucks.
Oh, yeah. It is actually worse Jittery Bones. Like
Taylor
not even
told me
right.
I
Like I'm not
say that.
crazy, right? Like it is actively just Jittery Bones that you cannot hit off the top with.
Yes.
Okay.
It's awful.
What do you want me to say? Guardian, Shadow.
No.
Like I
Shadow got fucked.
What do you mean? Shadow's eating good.
See, this is where we're different. Like, you're gonna tell me that Vestige, that new one where like when my opponent plays Sigil, I die?
No, Flagellate's terrible.
Okay,
but now
Embalm?
Vincent gets another sip Rune Chant. Like, that's fucking big.
I think Embalm is pretty good. I think Fasting Carcass is pretty good. Like, Engulfing Shadows is pretty gas, dog. Like
That's the 0-4 Shadow D reactor.
the
right?
new blue
That's
Renegade
yellow.
card seems pretty good. Like high
That
cost,
one I think is.
like
Yeah,
it's
that
high
one-
cost, high reward. Like I'm not saying it's broken, but
It's not good when you play in a new. I just watched that happen.
okay,
War cost is really, really rough.
fair enough. I mean,
Sam, what kind of party are you gonna host when the Necromancer weapon comes out tomorrow?
Master weapon.
That is a possibility.
There's no way.
151 is either a weapon or an equipment majestic, but
I don't know. It'd have to be kind of lit.
Okay.
If it's like fucking Talishar, who cares, you know?
well, okay. Would you play a weapon that was like a 1-for-2 and it gains go again if you put an ally in the bin this turn?
Shit, yes. What?
I don't
Just
know.
gonna give me Starfall and Gravy? Holy shit, the deck would be broken.
yeah, Starfall that fuels the thing. I mean,
Well,
Taylor,
Gravy
thank
needs
God
it,
you're on
dude.
the podcast.
I just dead threads every turn to hit you for 2? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Gravy needs it, dude. Like not only is James White gunning for it and Brian Godley with like BNRs, now you have like Joshua Scott with rules making it worse too. Dude, you have every side of it coming at you.
I am so excited to not have
Gravy
to
to
jam
win.
a freaking test of strength in front of a saltwater swell just to still lose and have to give Justin Kua gold. That was so
Base.
tragic. That was so tragic. Taylor, were you there for that?
Oh, I watched it. That's when I walked away because he was like, "Oh, my first gold." No, Justin was like,
Oh,
Literally, it's what he said. He was like, "Oh, I get a gold."
I was like, "Okay, well, that just isn't the game." And then I came back, and then I watched the same thing happen. I was like, that just ended the game. Every time I was over Zach's shoulder, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that wasn't good."
It was so sad. It was so sad.
Alright. Enough about the classes. Let's just talk about it wholesale. Who got the best out of this for Sage, and who got the worst out of this?
I got the best of it. 5 Sage cards are insane.
I heard and I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
No 5.
Yeah, five cards are sick.
Five cards are very good. As someone
Well-
who's been testing it, the five cards are very good in Sage. I agree.
So,
Oh.
okay, Taylor.
No. I want to hear you because you're leaning in. Like I'm interested. Like, tell me.
That's what I was just gonna say that like it's felt like everything that's ever the people were complaining about being a low health format. These decks that go really fast are really good, and being low health makes for really volatile games. Have you guys felt that way so far?
Well, the format's ass. Like hopefully world premiere in San Diego changed my mind, and maybe the bannings after Yokohama. But as of right now, it is a 2 or 3 turn format, and if I don't draw what I need, or it almost, do you know what it almost feels like? It almost feels like Worlds LL, whereas like if I don't draw my power cards, or if I draw a hand that's like 2 blues or 3 blues when I need to be 1 blue and 3 reds, I die, and then it happens and I die, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm having PTSD. What are your thoughts, Zach?
I'm on the completely opposite end of the spectrum, man. Like I've been playing the format a lot over the last few days, like ever since I like locked into going to San Diego, and like I mean, don't get me wrong, you can just get juiced. Like I did die to an Azalea the other day on Talishar because they sent like 15 and 14 dominate, and there was nothing I could do about it. I just died, and I was like, okay, that sucks. But like other than that, like I don't know, man. The format like has like some interesting like meta choices based off the deck you're playing. Like you now have these good illusionists and like what I think is Enigma to be able to like beat up on the like block slop nonsense that was like kind of before, in my opinion, like ruling the format. And then you have solid aggro decks. Fi got a big buff. Like I'm not saying Fi is better than Briar, but Fi did get a big buff to be able to do good things in Silver Age. So I think it's a competitor. With Chain leaving the format, we are now mixing it up quite a bit to where we have other decks like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm actually very excited about going to San Diego. I thought at first I was going to be forcing myself to go to San Diego so that I could try to play in as many callings as this year as possible. But now I'm like, dude, I get to play in the first calling of Silver Age with Chain Gone and Compendium of Rathe. I'm pumped. I'm amped about this, dude.
Well, wait, isn't World Premiere calling?
Oh, I guess yeah. I guess yeah. Technically, yeah, it is a calling. Yeah,
Second. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
you're just making shit up now, Zach.
No,
Jesus
but technically that's when it releases, right?
Christ. Okay, now you're just adding like little like asterisks. Actually, when I top 8 that battle hardened, Brody actually wasn't there because he had illnesses. So I'm actually the first person ever top 8 this fucking battle hardened without.
Okay. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I'm pretty excited to play Silver Age. So like I feel like Taylor and I have been on the opposite side of this coin since the dawn of Silver Age.
And you know what? That's great because that means that it's probably somewhere in the middle, where it is a good triangle format but highly volatile.
Yeah, that feels pretty fair. I think that's like a pretty fair assessment.
You know, what I really hope happens in London is that someone makes Icelander work. Just anybody. Get that shit into like top 16. Put the Fear of God in all these red line aggro decks. Please, God.
There is a card I do want to mention.
No,
Cross
guys,
I do apologize. I do apologize because this is important because we're about to skip this whole entire subject for the rest of the podcast. Dyed Silk Sleeves, I think, is going to be the standout card in 2 months.
Is that the +1 thing? Yeah. I was talking about that tonight during my stream about how we like spent a few minutes toying with that card because it seems like there is really something there that could be highly impactful.
I think Blue Syndra is going to use that and just destroy everybody at some point in the format.
I don't know. I think into aggro decks you get a lot of points from that, but like, don't you get hosed by 1D react?
Yeah, I think you just have to play smarter with it at that point in the game. Maybe you could do like that Kadachi version of the deck where you go like 1 Kadachi, 1 Kunai.
Well, like, but that's not really what I'm worried about. It's breaking the arms.
Oh, you just do it. You just don't ever do it.
Okay.
How are you getting value out of it?
Okay.
What?
Stop. Taylor is just totally rage baiting you right now, and it's about to
No,
work.
no,
I
no,
can
no.
tell.
I
can
meant-
tell.
I mean, you don't do it into like an open card or something like that in the first cycle. So you're just kind of waiting until they have no cards in hand or they have to block with equipment to make sure you don't hit it. And then
So
because
in a
like if you're
format that goes 3 turns, we're waiting for second cycle.
But
Well,
the
I'm
decks
talking
where
like
we're doing
Enigma
that against,
Guardian.
yeah, it was like the turns we're doing that against. We're doing that against block slop nonsense, and like decks
Yeah.
you're keeping on the back foot. Like I get
Yeah.
what Taylor's saying, and that's what I was thinking. Like I get it, Sam. Like if you're playing against Briar and they brought in Sigil and you get blown out by Sigil of Suffering, it's
That's just-
awful. It feels
Yeah.
bad. Like that sucks. But if you're playing against like Oldham, you can like then start to like wait till they have cards out of their hand, or you wait till you see all of their cards, and then from there you can start to like get real value out of it
Yeah.
and start to like push over the top.
I just like the card. I think it's a good flick knives replacement with some conditional effects on it that make you have to play really tight.
I like that it doesn't say that the chain link activates mask momentum twice.
Oh,
I like
actually,
that part of it.
that's in Compendium too.
God.
Oh my gosh, dude. We're still like at the first bullet point of our questions.
Well, I mean, listen, guys, it's
I
we
know.
just ain't making it through the whole topic, okay? Like
You know what? We actually have next week to talk more about Flesh and Blood. Did you guys know that?
Dude, what?
This is a weekly podcast.
crazy.
This happens every week?
Every week. I still haven't got my LL points rant. I've been thinking about it. I'm saving it up.
I mean, to be fair, like I'm looking over here at the topics. We've hit quite a few of them. It's definitely not been in order, and we've hit some of them for about a minute as opposed to some of them for 30. But we have hit most of the topics. I will say, like it's a school night. In the interest of getting everybody in bed at a decent time, let's talk about what we think our top decks for London this week are.
Okay, I'll start.
Go ahead.
Give you guys some time to think.
I already know, but go ahead. Hit him, Taylor.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice. Okay. And like number one for all of us is probably all the same. It should be Briar. If it's not Briar, you're wrong. Briar's number one deck to watch, I believe. That's just like it. Then you have the decks that are going to try to eat Briar by being a Guardian. So you're going to have decks, probably Oldhim. Oldham's probably the best pick for that. But you also have Terra and Volda in that little section right there. And then, to feast on those decks, you have Enigma. Maybe Irish Prism, as Sam said. I don't know. I haven't looked into that deck enough.
Still Enigma, just with Iris.
Yeah. But I do believe if you're going to this tournament, those are your main three categories you should be reaching for. But there are some outside heroes like RKO, Florian, Gravy, apparently. I don't know about that one, but Gravy is apparently decent. But the main decks you should be looking out for are just the Rune Blade slop decks. I think are like the ones that are really meta defining everything, as Flesh and Blood was designed to be like. What about you guys?
I think pretty much wholesale agree. It's hard to beat 4 break chest piece 3.
Anyway, you're at 20 life. Oh, I just did 17. You're at 3. Good game, buddy.
Yeah, no, I mean, you summed it up perfectly, in my opinion. You put them into the categories because I think a lot of people would have listened to that and been like, well, you can play things that aren't Oldhim. And it's like, no, the Oldhim category of like block slop nonsense that also does stuff. Because I do believe that there is a Volda, like 21 life fatigue hero that exists in some way that can also play cool stuff. So
it's not Volda, I think it's Decimator Warrior, but yes.
That's a good pick too.
That also fits into the Guardian block slop, category. And then I mean, Briar is just the de facto like best aggro deck. I think like it's almost like undisputable at this point. And Enigma, that again, Iris like board state nonsense that fits into that category. I have this like something in the back of my head just keeps telling me that somebody's gonna have a really hot day with Fi. Like, I think we might see one in top 8. Like, I think we're just going to see a Fire with the new cards. I think there's a world where they hit, like, the right side of the room. They have the package for beating up on Guardian, like, block slop nonsense with Rise Up and stuff like that. That I could see a Fire in top 8. That's, like, my standout pick for London right now.
Ooh, I like it.
So
I like it a lot.
Anyway, it's going to be very fun to come back and talk about London after this to see if we were like totally wrong, because this might be the first time in history of all three been like, yeah, that makes sense. We all agree with each other. I don't think that ever happens.
That either means we're all right or super wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean, either way, it's going to make for great content. Before we do some questions, was there any other big topics on the list you all wanted to hit?
No one wants to hear me moan about the rest of this. We can go to the next one.
All right, yeah. Gravy Bones, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, actually, I have one thing. Last week, we didn't talk about it. The RTN most winning deck was Verdance. I just wanted to tell you guys I told you so. Okay, now we can get back to the question.
Hold on. You didn't tell us shit. See,
you go back to the last podcast and listen to, I was like, Verdance is going to win the most next week because of the Florian LLing. Yeah, that was a whole topic we went on.
It was a whole topic. I think we were talking about
this week.
Well, I was talking the week before.
Yeah,
it did. And this week it didn't. So you suck my dick. And second of all, I'm pretty sure we were talking a lot about calling strength, and Verdance sucks ass at anything above ProQuest level. So
she's good now. She has a.
Oh god! Don't even get me started about that shit tier card.
But it puts it on top, Sam. You don't understand. You can get Ring of Roses in 2 turns.
Yeah. I love spending my action point to do literally nothing.
Okay. Viewer questions for the podcast. We're going to start off with some softballs, and then we're going to really amp it up. Sage Acilio, yes or no?
Yes.
Shaky, yes. This new snapback card is like super playable and makes the deck like function way more than it would otherwise.
Interesting. I would have said shaky no. I would have been leaning towards like it's probably not that good, but I think it's like right on the fringe of like could be insane.
Split damage because the 4/4/4 activate vols are arcane for 6. Like,
Pretty impactful.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Which warrior do you think wins Compendium of Rathe? Looking like everything is halibate.
I mean,
Like the
it's all
fish?
hollow cards.
I mean, yeah, I like all the sharpened stuff, all the tools that we've gotten, they all seem very like holla, like centric themed. I talked about this during my stream tonight that the card guy's reaction, the one that says like for the number of counters or whatever on your weapon, like your sword, gets it like reduces the cost. Like if you have 3 counters on Dawnblade, you're probably already winning the game, right? Like you're probably just decimating by so much it doesn't matter.
Might be like a 1-of, so you can get it off of singing. But I think what that card tells me more than anything is that Hollow's not going to be putting more than 2 or 3 counters on her weapon at any point in the game for the most part.
Yeah.
So
Also, the answer to the question, which warrior, it's just whichever one holds Decimator Great Axe the best.
Fatigue slop it is.
And Sage, sure.
Make the rules.
Like, Bolton definitely gets the win in CC. He didn't get warrior cards, but he got some pretty sick light cards, right? So
Yep.
We have a question strictly for Sam. Strictly for Sam. What hero is Sam going to swap to? I want to know how Sam feels about Bonnie Boy. Bonnie Boy? I'm assuming that's Gravy Bones.
Yeah. The short of it is that all the cards for Gravy suck ass. They reworked the rules to make some matchups that were auto wins a little bit more difficult. They printed some really, really disgusting generic hate, like the instant speed turn over a yellow card in graveyard.
It's insane. It's so good.
There's a lot of just like generic gravy hate, and unless they bring back Tipple, the deck doesn't churn enough allies out to really combat anyone who wants to just hate you out of the game. So, that's the short of I'm not feeling too hot about gravy right now. For what I'm practicing right now, it's Mario and Pleiades.
Fatiguides specifically or Pleiades?
Yay, Fatiguides.
Okay, I figured.
Ellie's deck is really cool, and it's a cool idea, but this Fatiguides deck got a very powerful card, and I felt like it was already a good deck, and the power level of the format didn't rise quite as much as I thought it would to kind of push her out. I think she's still very, very solid as things stand.
I agree. Very powerful hero. All right, next question. With spoiler season almost finished and seeing the cards besides Blaze's spoiler, the rest of the Guardian cards feel eh. Do you think there's a reason they make mid cards? Did Oldham ruin the idea of Guardian? As a Guardian main since the beginning, I'm sad over here.
Okay. I want to answer one of these questions.
Go
Do
ahead.
you think there's a reason they make mid cards? The reason they make mid cards is so you can have good cards. You have to have cards to compare other cards to. If every card is good, then no card is good. So you have to have middling cards to, have good cards.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah.
I also really love this crush keyword, and this crush keyword, it ain't it, Chief.
I
But
mean,
this, do you lose one though?
I continue to believe that like if Crush was like 2 damage or something like that, like Guardian would be one of the most broken classes in the game. Like,
Would
yeah,
Errata
Spinal
the 3
Crush on hit, no go again, pretty much is
yeah.
insane.
So I mean, like errata, however you say that word, to 3, like Taylor just mentioned. Like I do think changes up Guardian quite a bit. But I do think there is some validity to did Oldham ruin the idea of Guardian, and I don't think it's necessarily Oldham. Like I think it is the era of Starvo, Oldham, Guardians. Starvo was a menace. I mean, an absolute menace. What was it, like 3 months or something like that? That it's like LL'd, and it would have done it earlier if we had the weekly check on LL points like we do now. So Starvo was ridiculous. Oldham, for its time, was the most disgusting fatigue deck we've ever seen. Like, it was insane. Now we were playing, Brothers in Arms and things like that back then because we didn't have like really good like fatigue nonsense. But yes, I do think that the power level of Oldham and Starvo did put a very, very big like asterisk around how they build Guardian cards moving forward.
Hey guys, let's not try to break this one. Okay. I think Tales of Aria ruined a lot of heroes.
Yes.
Concepts like Ranger. It's like, oh well, I want to go wise. Like, well, we're not going to do that one again. Go again on bows is too powerful. Stuff like that. Yeah.
No.
Runeblade, they can't be both the best blocking and go again deck at the same time. Let's split them
Exactly.
into 2 heroes. They definitely
Yeah.
won't be good. Anyway.
So Oldham ruined Guardians like Tales of Aria ruined 3 other classes.
Checks out. Hey, I love it. Tails, too good. All right, this one is a more interesting question. How do we feel about voting heroes out? In my opinion, it doesn't fix the meta, really. A terrorist going to jail for 3+ months is not less dangerous when he comes out of jail, is he? Even knowing he inevitably goes to jail for a longer time after his repeat crimes, after all, the Terminator Chain says, I will be back.
I don't know if Chain is ever going to be back, because I can tell you the very first thing I'm voting for after Yokohama is Chain again anyway.
So actually, what's really going to happen is for the rest of Sage, you get to vote out 2 heroes. Isn't that cool?
That's how they're balancing your votes. Making sure you have to ban Chain.
So I will say, like, on a serious note, they did say that they're not going to use us voting out heroes as a balancing tool, that they are going to like let the format be what it is and then balance it from there. So I have hope that even if we ever do make it back into a chain meta, that we will still be in a situation where LSS doesn't just say, hey, chain, have fun, go crazy. They at least make it like more balanced. I'm hoping. Now, it's very hard to balance a hero as powerful as Chain, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I have nothing to add. I think What's Chain is back in the meta post whatever season this is. I think there's going to be a 3 or 4 card BNR that comes with him that says, "Hey, this is how we're going to make sure that he doesn't ruin the format."
Like,
Sorry,
I think
Vincent.
they just need to take it a step further, even, and just like take him out back and delete him, like from the game entirely, LL included. Just remove this hero from existence, because
I don't think they ever will.
Unless they implement the same strategy, you're just gonna like. It's either this or hero specific bans. I just don't see how we get around it at this point.
It's coming.
Like I said, I have faith. Okay, next question. This says thoughts on Compendium and then has a little bit of a follow up here. Fang has been out a year, and the first card he has received is a rare, meanwhile, lots of aura hate. Yet Hala doesn't even exist and is getting cards. Did MST need new cards? I get Silver Age, but they were broken in CC. Surely they can sit out a format or be mid for a second. Feels like support was oddly distributed, especially if an elemental set is coming up. Tons of elemental cards in pin.
So the problem with letting MST just straight up languish, I should say, is they entered the Japanese market with this product and they want to support the people who bought in at that point. So I think they really wanted to support MST at the Sage format to kind of bring in people who may not have wanted to buy back in afterwards and just want to play with the cards that they have. You can pretty easily pick up the 6 or whatever commons you need to fill out your deck and play this in Sage.
Taylor?
Yeah, I mean that is kind of dead on. I mean, you still want to play these heroes because people do get attached to heroes from sets. Like, I know people that love Zen. I mean, even the lower powered Zen, they just love to play Zen. And when Zen gets cards, they get super excited. Doesn't matter if they're worse or better than the ones they have existing. They just want to brew and play with these cards also. So, because someone doesn't like a set or a hero, doesn't mean that the card shouldn't be getting cards. But because last year their hero was overpowered, but now they've been gone for a year. So it's like, I mean, I love seeing Marlin cards, and she's dog water. It's the same idea. It's like every hero, someone's attached to every hero. I think I've met someone that loves every hero in the game so far. We have the Betsy
Yeah.
guy.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
like-
the dude I was about to say, the guy who on stream in the Philippines was showing off his like full on like Pokedex of these Betsy marbles, like
Yeah. So the support is oddly distributed. I will say that. Like Gravy got a lot of cards, while like Puffin got none or one.
I don't think Gravy got any cards actually, except for the boots. The boots are cool.
Boots are cool.
So I think I want to come back to this question in like 6 months or 9 months after like 2 or 3 sets and reevaluate why it was oddly distributed, because like sometimes you have to see the full picture of something before you can really understand it. Because like maybe they have some insane cards in the next expansion slot and we just don't know about them yet, and they just decided to push them off to make sure that the kit looks clean or something. I mean, we can never really know why it's oddly distributed.
Sounds good. Episode like 68.
Yeah, we'll come back to that question.
We'll come back to this Christmas special. We come back to Andrew's question.
You didn't pick either of the funny numbers. You just went right between them.
6, 7.
I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose because I knew one of you would say something if I didn't.
Pick a lane.
No, you can't put me in a box, Sam. All right, last question. Why do some classes get more tools than others? Is it a money thing? I'm especially salty about Assassin that they have great attacks, disgusting reactions, item hate, recursivity, that's a big word for me, in armor and attacks, hand knowledge, unpreventable damage, use the cards of the opponent, the targeted chi hate, go again, alternative win conditions, arcane barrier, and spell void, all in class. Recently spoiled Erase Face in class. WTF.
So if you go on Twitter and you go at Brian Go, you can ask him this question, and it would save you so much more time than asking us. That is honestly the correct answer.
I mean,
for more than one reason.
I think the short answer is that some heroes get pushed more than others because there needs to be this counterbalance of disruption. Flesh and Blood is a game that is fundamentally built on one axis, and that is attacking and blocking. And you need to add other elements to it, like hand disruption and being able to block things or prevent certain things to make the game more interesting. And it helps keep some of the decks in check. Like New was a great example of a deck that kept a lot of the defensive like decks in check because I played a lot of blues. You could send their blues at their face. But Mario or Slippy is a good example of a deck that keeps the aggro decks in check because you were just able to disrupt them and throw a whole bunch of damage. Now, I'm not saying that New was not good into aggro decks, but I am saying that there are other things that I think are better into aggro decks in Assassin. And so I think it's just a necessary part of the game. I'm sorry you hate Assassin so much. I don't really know how else to follow up other than that.
Just play Gravy. Just like go ahead, play Gravy, and you'll feel something in the matchup.
Mario's got an on hit now. You can give stuff go again and keep attacking now.
Wait, really? Is that how that works?
Like the hero text?
No. I think that's when it hits a hero.
Yeah, does it? Hit a hero. It says hit a hero.
Okay, just kidding. Don't listen to me. Just kidding. Taylor, cut that out. Taylor, edit that out.
No. Actually, that's going to be the show notes right there. It's like, hey, and anyway, Zach actually doesn't know how the game works.
What a great note. What an excellent note. I love it.
On your channel, too.
Oh, it's perfect. You think the people that watch stuff on my channel don't know that I don't know how to play the game? Joke's on you, pal.
I thought you were going to say read.
That too.